All right. Care Bears wasn't about bears. It was about a covert, heart-based military operation masked as a kid's show. What you watched as pastel bears shooting beams out of their stomachs was actually a broadcast about heart frequency warfare and consciousness weaponry. Each Care Bear was a specialist. Each symbol was a sigil. Each beam was a psychic weapon. They called it Care Bears. They called it Care Bear Stare, but what it really was group intention turned into directed energy. They stood shoulder to shoulder. They activated as one. They blasted the enemy with pure emotion. You know what that is? That's the template for collective grid activation, the heart chakra network firing as a defense system. That's what's happening right now. Let's talk Kerala, floating city in the clouds, not just a cute headquarters. That was the original version of the higher realms, the grid cities before the fall. The cloud realm represented what Earth was before it got hijacked. Grumpy Bear, not a mistake. He was the emotional regulator, the one who could sit in the shadow, not suppress it. He balanced the light so it wouldn't get false. They didn't just promote being nice. They showed how every single emotional state had a frequency function. Each bear represented a part of the emotional spectrum. All necessary, all activated at the right moment. This was emotional sovereignty, hidden in fur and glitter. Now let's talk villains. Professor Coldheart, not random. This motherfucker literally tried to freeze people's emotions. That's what trauma does. That's what the system does. It numbs the population. It makes them cold. It blocks heart activation. He was a metaphor for what happens when this world disconnects from its emotional body. He was the opposite of Care Bear. He was the product of unprocessed pain, of mind control, of synthetic cold logic with no feeling, aka the Matrix. His assistants, robot coded, always interfering, always observing, just like the watchers in this realm, the handlers, the glitch triggers. And where do the bears always win? Not by fighting, not by killing, but by coming together in alignment through the heart. They line up, focus, beam. That's literal grid tech. It's how we break frequency nets in this realm. Not with swords, with signals. The stomach symbols weren't just cute. They were sigils. Each carried a resonance. Rainbows, stars, hearts, clovers, lightning. All sacred geometry translated into digestible form. And what did they always say? We care. That phrase wasn't for kids. It was a spell. It was a counter program in a world designed to make you numb. They taught you to feel, to care, to connect. This was the divine feminine broadcast through cartoon bears, waging silent war on emotional suppression through color, sound, frequency, unity. If you watched them as a kid, you are being initiated into the energy of emotional warfare. If you're decoding them now, well, guess what? You've been activated. You're not just here to love. You're here to use your love as a weapon. And nothing in this world knows what to do when your heart becomes the blade. Care Bears weren't soft. They were warriors. And if you're one of us, you've already been drafted. Like, come on, people. I'm activating right now through decoding these cartoons because I know we all watched them as children. If you were in the 80s in my age group, I'm aging myself. I don't care. They don't want me to talk. They want me to shut the F up. So I know when the Matrix is effing with my frequency, I know I need to do the opposite. That's why I always say opposite. 420 on the clock. 420, I'm a cannabis chef. If you follow numbers and signs, 420 also represents Lilith. Yes, I am light, but I also am dark. I've integrated my light and my dark. So I do have light workers and I have Lilith on my side. I have Hecate on my side. So there's a lot of spiritual beings that walk with me and want this transmission going out because I am activating souls. I am lighting up the effing grid. Let's go. So come back for Care Bear, Strawberry Shortcake, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and drop something in the comments for me. Come on. Because I got a full lineup for next week, but if you want to throw some in there, that means that Spirit is giving me more work to do to activate. Here we go. More light codes coming in. But before I let you go, double tap and give me a follow.